Hello, my name is Isabella Lee, and today I'm going to be showing you all how to do some cool tips on Photoshop. So to start, I'm just going to go over in this left-hand corner and click Open, and I'm going to just find a photo that I want to use, and I will be using this one I took at the beach this summer. I'm going to click Open, and then now that I have my photo in place, I'm going to go on my left-hand side and click this cropping tool, and you can just crop it a little bit and crop it how you want the size to change, and then once you like it a certain way, you can just hit enter. And now that I have my photo all cropped, I'm going to go on this adjustments panel over here, and I'm just going to change the saturation of this photo. I'm just going to make it a little bit more blue, and then I'm going to go back to adjustments, and then I'm going to go to brightness and contrast, and I'm just going to make it a little less bright, and then I'm going to decrease the contrast a little bit. Alright, now that I have my photo adjusted the way I like, if you look down here, you can see all of your different layers, and I'm just going to go ahead and click this unlock button on my background layer so that I can move it around later. And now I'm going to go to File and Place Embedded to add another photo. I'm just going to use this jumping photo that I found earlier, and it will have this X over the photo, which means you can transform it and move it. I'm just going to make it the same size as the sky photo, and then I'm just going to click done once I'm done with that. And now I'm just going to go over and click my mouse tool to make sure that I am able to click on the things that I want. Alright, now that I have this photo in place, I'm going to go back to adjustments and just change the brightness and contrast. I'm going to decrease the brightness a little bit and then just add some contrast to that photo. I'm going to go back to adjustments and then just change the saturation and the hue as well to make it a little bit more orangey. And now I have all these different layers in my layers panel that you can see. And now I'm going to add some text. So you're going to go over in this left hand corner, and I'm just gonna click the text tool, and then you can right click on it to see the vertical and horizontal text that you can do. I'm just going to do horizontal, so I'll put it up here, and I'm just going to type the word jump. And then I'm going to make the font bigger by going to this drop down, and I'm just going to make it a 300 font. And then to change the color of your text, you can click this little box, and it will have all these different colors that you can choose from. You can use this slider to pick any type of color that you want. I'm just going to stick with white today, and I'll click OK. And then to move around my text, I'll click this move tool in the top left, and then I will move this down to the bottom left hand side of my photo. And once I'm happy with that, I can just go back to my mouse, and now I have more layers in my layers panel on the bottom right. I'm going to show you all how to do some blending modes with your photos to make them blend together. So one easy way to do that, you can just change the opacity of a photo by just changing it by decreasing it to make the photos blend together, but I'm going to have them blend in a different mode. So I'm going to click on the photo that I want to have blended, and then you'll see this drop down that says normal in it, and you're going to click on that, and then it has all these different options of blending modes, and I think I'm just going to do darken today. I'll just click on that, and now I have my two photos blended together. Alright, next I'm going to be changing the filter of my sky photo. So I'll be adding a filter to it, so I'm just going to make sure I have my sky layer clicked. And then I will be going to this filter on the top of your screen, and then I'm going to go to filter gallery. And then it gives you so many options of different filters that you can use for your photos. There's so many. I think I'm just going to do the glass one under distort today, and then you can also change the way that looks a little bit. I think I'm going to make it a little bit more smooth, and then I'm going to click OK to finalize that. And now you can see my filter for my sky photo, which is still blended in with my jumping photo. Alright, now I'm just going to be moving some things around in my layers panel. So I'm going to be moving my sky photo to the top right above my text. And now I'll be showing you all how to create a clipping mask with your photo and your text so that they kind of merge together. It's super cool. So I'm going to click on my sky layer, which is right above my text layer, so that the sky will show through the text. So I'm going to right click on my sky photo, and then I will click create a clipping mask. And now you can see that my sky photo is showing through the jump text, while now you can still see this original jumping person photo, which I think is really cool. Alright, now that I have my photo pretty complete in the way that I like it, I'm going to resize it a little bit by going to image on the top of your screen and then image size. And then I'm just going to be changing my resolution to 300, which is pretty much the basic image type, and now that you can see it got a lot bigger. You can also just make your height and width smaller, so you can type in a certain height and width that you'd like and it will change that for you as well. Now that I have my photo all resized in the way I like, I'm just going to go to File and then Save As to save it, and I'm just going to name it Jump Sky, and then it will automatically save as a PSD, which is a Photoshop file, which means you can go back and edit it later. And I'm just going to save that, click OK, and then now I will be able to go back and edit this photo anytime that I want. So that's all for today. I hope you all enjoyed how to use Photoshop a little bit more and that it comes a little bit easier.